Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone are doing well. This is going to be a very interesting video, guys. I've been getting a lot of comments on my helmet review video and also the on-road test video about few of the clarification which people wanted to know, and I'll be covering up the those question and answers today in this video. Apart from that, I've also customized my Axor X-Cross off-roading helmet into a very attractive model now. I've taken some tips from few of the influencers across the world on how to make this, and trust me, this is something like do it yourself. When I wear this helmet and I went to office, on the way people do look at me, look at the helmet specifically to understand what is this helmet. That's how it is. So without any further ado, guys, I'll quickly show you how the helmet looks and yeah, what's mods I've done in it. So that's my Axor X-Cross, guys. When I purchased it, it was looking a bit different. When I did the unboxing, now it looks really different. So I've done a lot of mods in this with a very affordable cost, and the helmet looks really stunning. The main thing is it attracts people to look at you when you ride. This particular helmet came stock with the full shell with the matte finish and a visor, a sun visor, and yeah, that's it. That's all the helmet what we get in the box. But I've done some customization, like instead of the clear visor, I put the tint black visor, which is very clear at night, guys. So when I wear this, I was really doubtful if I'll be having a good visibility during night, but trust me, it is having an amazing visibility during the night hours as well when I switch on my headlights in my bike. So this is one which I've got upgraded. And apart from that, I have bought this particular mount of GoPro from Instagram, but I was not so happy about the way the double tape or the 3M tape was sticking to the helmet, because it was not perfect. I'm sure if there was a load of GoPro's weight added into this particular mount, it may fall down, because I have not just the GoPro, but I have the media mod, then have the mic setup, so everything integrated. So it needed some nice strength to hold the whole setup, and that's when I thought, why don't I use the M seal, the old concept of motovlogging. So I got the M seal attached to this particular mount, and it's pretty strong, guys. Many people would say that the look of the helmet goes when you use M seal, but what I've done is the M seal, the color is like kind of grayish, light grayish color. So I made sure that it is looking black. So I've repainted the whole M seal area what I've covered in the front. So this is my motovlogging setup in the front, and once you open the visor, you get something like a mic holder for the DJI. So here is my Sena mic, and here is the DJI mic which gets connected. So how it actually works is like, you open this, you don't need to use your magnet in the DJI mic. You can remove the magnet. It's like a clip system. So you have the clip here, right? So all you have to do is just unhook the opposite way so that it doesn't fall down. I had to put another 3M tape, original 3M tape, which is good quality, to make sure that this mic adapter is stable. So apart from this, there's nothing much here. I've changed my padding. So as I said in the video, I used to use M size padding, but I've got upgraded to L size now, so it's pretty comfortable now to ride. I have the Sena intercom on the side, Sena 30K. Now this scoop you see, this comes as a clear scoop. I've repainted it to matte black, similar to matching my helmet, so it looks really nice. So this can be pushed inside and this can be pulled out as well. So I can push it in like this, and I can pull it out like this. So it looks nice when I pull it out, because now it is matte finish. It looks nice. So then the most important thing in the helmet is, I wanted to make this something look like Predator concept. So I got these lights for about how much, should be around 250 bucks each side, both the lights. So I have installed this with the M seal. I didn't get any specific mount, so I've installed this with the M seal and painted it black as well. But I'll show you how these lights function. So there's a button which is available. It's see a B type charging port available, so you can charge it whenever you take a halt. And how it is like, it has 3 different lights. One is the spotlight, one is the spread light, and one is the profile light. So now the helmet looks this way. Now what I do is I'll switch on both the buttons. So this is how a spread light works. So this light will spread it across the road, and it is an adding visibility to the drive what we're doing. And if someone comes with a high beam, we could also teach them a lesson of doing this, so that it flickers, and yeah, they will ensure that they dim the light. And then we have the profile light, which is like this on the sides. So this is pretty bright, guys. I'll show you switching off all the lights how it is by end of the video. But these are like profile lights on both the sides. It looks nice when you ride, both the sides lights are there and people do know someone is going. And one more press, everything gets switched off. Now apart from these lights, you know, I use the Grand Pit Stop's hazard light, which is very useful and very stable. So this is stable, this is blinking, this is flickering. You know, all these things are there. Waterproof, I've tested in heavy range as well. Great quality, guys, trust me, I really love this product. And the best part is it's a velcro type, guys. It's very strong. I can remove this velcro and put it on another helmet and just install it this way, and that's it, we are done. So that is one. And then I wanted to have a little more aggressiveness into my helmet, so I got this KTM's cowl, you know, helmet cowl, which I bought for about, I think if I'm right, $300 both the sides together. So I repainted it to black. Though the paint has started coming out, still I have to make a jugaad to make it look better. So I put these cowls so it looks strong and like a kind of aggressive look when it comes to the helmet. Okay guys, without any further ado, I'll show you how this helmet looks, you know, when I wear it, how it gives that appearance during the daytime. So yeah, let's go ahead. So you can see this is the side profile, both the side profiles, and this is the front profile. These are the goggles. I can close it, my visor, and it looks nice. So I have the this one's the horn scoops here, the front the rain scoop here, and then I have the hazard light on the back. I have the Sena intercom here. So it looks really nice, guys. This is very attractive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off all the lights first, and then I'm going to show you. This is my studio, so I'm going to quickly switch off all the lights. You could see only my hazard light blinking. So that's how the hazard light looks. You could see how dark the room is. It is pitch dark right now, but I'm going to show you how this light functions. So first I'm going to switch on my left light, so you see how bright it is. So once I switch it off, right, it's pretty dark. Now I switch on, just look at the intensity of the light is. This is my right light. So right light, both are different brands, so we'll have the difference. So what we can do is we can match. Now you see the brightness of this particular room, right? We could see everything. So even if I turn this eye, I can see the posters. If I turn this eye, I can see these posters. The moment I switch off these lights, right, you cannot see anything. So see, both the lights are off, it's pitch dark. So this kind of setup will be really useful during the night rides, because if you need to stop somewhere to take a quick break, these lights will really help you. So this is the flickering light, guys. This is a flickering light. So any kind of emergency, you get into a forest, your bike breaks down, you are in a situation, this light will really help you out. And then you have the profile light, which is like when you ride on the highway, right? Now do you see the brightness of the profile light? I'm not moving anywhere, but I'm showing you all around the room. You could see everything. So that is the quality of the profile light. So this is the profile light, guys. You can see both the sides profile lights. The moment I switch off one light, do you see one side of the room has become dark? So look at the other side. You could see everything on the other side. So that's the hazard light. You can see in the back, I'm switching it on. This is the blink, this is the flicker. So this also has good brightness. If you see here, So there has been some few more questions which have come, like how is the comfort. The comfort is really nice in this helmet. I've been riding for a couple of rides now, and it's very comfortable. And one more other question is, people were very curious to know if this visor is there, is this possible to install this goggles. Indeed, yes, you can install. And the next question is, if I install this goggles, I have the visor, during rain can I close this visor, and is it possible? So I'm going to quickly show you how this is going to look. So I'm going to open the visor and I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to insert the goggles, slowly pull this out, very slowly, because now we have the additional setup, right, of the lights. So we have to be very careful, because though it is stuck with the M seal, it's going to be. So now I have the goggles installed. So this is how it looks. The lights are pretty covering, so let me show you. Okay, yeah, so you can see both the lights, it's covering. Now the question most asked is, once this goggles installed, is it possible to close the visor? Yes, you can. I'm going to quickly show you how it is. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, and here you go. It's fully sealed, guys. You can see it's completely covered here, everything is covered now completely. And I can remove it, I can use it, and I can close it, and I can open it. So it's pretty easy. So basically what happens is, this is actually a kind of a cloth, so that cloth gets submerged between the visor and the body, so it's easy. Now I open it, and if I don't want the goggles, what I can do is I can just remove them like this and place them like this and use the visor. So this is how I generally ride, when this goggles are really a little bit uncomfortable during the highway rides. I do this, I keep it intact, and once I see an off-road or something, I just pull this up, I just pull this in, and there you go, it's done. So yeah, that's all about the mods I've done, guys. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, you know what to do. Like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe without fail, and hit the bell button, guys, so that you get regular notification on all these kind of useful stuff for motorcycling. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, it's goodbye from Bharat. Take care, bye bye, and sayonara.